going on, guys? It's your boy Melvs, and I'm back again with another video. And as you can see here today, you see by the title, you already know I am going to be teaching you guys how to play as an advanced healer in Shinobi Striker. So as a healer, right, you always want to keep that like one jutsu or ninja tool that heals you or your teammates, right? Because everybody's gonna, expect you to have some sort of heal when you're in a battle. And also, you also have to have some good movement, because everybody's gonna be, try to come towards you because they know that you're like the main source of, what's keeping the team alive, especially in combat battle. Some teams like to rush the healers first, so just be prepared. Good movement is definitely key to also being a good healer. So yeah, I'm just gonna be showcasing some builds, DLC and non-DLC, that some like healers should use that are like, recommended and are good for all sorts of battles. So enough talking and let's get straight into that. All right, so first we're going to start off with the combat battle build for DLC and non-DLC, right? So we're going to start off with the non-DLC build first. So for the first jutsu, I'll be using 8 trigrams arrow palm, which is a jutsu that fires chakra shockwaves out from the user's palms. The shockwave will knock back all targets, damage them, and seal their ninjutsu. Additionally, this jutsu decreases users' jutsu cooldown time. The second jutsu I'm using is cellular extraction jutsu, which is a chakra-based jutsu used for diagnosis and treatment. It can instantly heal and cure status ailment for all allies within range. For my substitution, I'm running Shadow Clone Jutsu. And then for my ultimate, I'm running Feather Illusion Jutsu, which is a genjutsu that hypnotizes targets across a wide area. So yeah, this is just a little clip of me playing with the build. I think it's pretty effective for a non-DLC build, especially if you have good movement, which I will put a video in the description for Tamashi's advanced movement tutorial, because I think it's pretty good, or also HD2K, so I'll definitely put that in the description. Now for the DLC, I'll be using Madara Staff, which is a reproduction of the staff used by Madara Uchiha upon obtaining the power of Sage of the Six Paths. As the staff is the Truth Seeker orbs in a different form, it can transform back to the orbs and send them flying at any time, proving quite useful. For my first jutsu, I'll be using Earth-style Super Light and Boulder Jutsu, which boosts users' and allies' movement speed, attack tracking ability, evasion distance, and shortens substitution and ninjutsu cooldown times. And it also charges the secret technique gauge. For the second jutsu, I'll be using cellular extraction jutsu, which I already explained in the last build. The substitution, I'll be using Swift Step, which you could get from the Shishui DLC. It's basically like when you sub, you have a boost in movement speed and tracking evasion. So it's a pretty good substitution. And for the ultimate, I'll be running Feather Illusion, which I already explained in the last non-DLC build. Base battle. Definitely one of the most competitive battles in the game. If you're wondering what base battle is a team battle where you fight for possession of 3 bases with the map. You will earn points whenever you have more bases than your enemy. Whenever the enemy occupies more bases, you stop earning points. The winning team is whoever reaches the point goal first. Now for this build, I'll be running the Ninja Sword as my weapon. For my ninja tools, the Healing Seal Type 2. Now for my first jutsu, I'll be running Summoning Slug, which you can get once you play healer a lot. Summoning Slug summons a slug, heals and removes ally status element, and lowers in-range enemies' attack power and defense. Targets paralyzed by direct attacks are unable to use ninjutsu, last until time runs out or until 2 damaged. For the second jutsu, I'll be running Green Rain Groundhold, which you can get from the Sarada VR Master. This jutsu shoots out kunai with healing seals into the surrounding area, which can heal allies, reduce ninjutsu cooldown time, and increase ninjutsu resistance. The effects last for a set period of time. For this substitution, I'll be running Shadow Clone Jutsu. For my ultimate, I'm running Mitotic Regeneration, which regenerates all parts of the body, revives unconscious allies, and cures status element damage. For the first jutsu, I'll be running Water Style Water Pillar, which is a jutsu that generates a column of water centered on top of the caster that neutralizes enemy attacks. Allies can also enter the column. Enemies who touch the column when it appears are sent flying and take damage. For the second jutsu, I'll be running Mind Transmission Palm Sage Jutsu, which continuously recovers the health of the user and all allies for a certain period of time. However, since the user cannot move while active, the technique can be cancelled at any time. For the substitution, I'll be running Shadow Clone Explosion, which switches the user with a clone and allows them to escape from enemy attacks. The clone will then explode, dealing damage to the enemies within a wide area. This jutsu has a long cooldown time. Last but not least, for the ultimate, I'll be running Mitotic Regeneration. Last but not least, Flag Battle. Flag Battle is a team battle where you fight for each other's flags. Steal the enemy flag and bring it back to your base to earn points. The flag will be easier to take the more enemies you defeat. Be the first to bring home 2 and you win. For the first jutsu, I'll be using 8 trigrams air palm. For the second jutsu, I'll be using Chakra Scalpel. This technique creates a sharp jutsu blade that attacks the target's body and nerves. Targets who get hit will become unable to use chakra jumps, ninjutsu, and secret techniques. For the substitution, I'll be running Shadow Clone Jutsu. And last but not least, for the ultimate, I'll be running Mitotic Regeneration. For the DLC Flag Battle build, the first jutsu I'll be using is Water Style Water Pillar. The second jutsu I'll be using is Cellular Extraction. For the substitution, I'll be using Shadow Clone Explosion. And last but not least, for the ultimate, I'll be using Izanami. If you made it this far into the video, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe if you want to see more content like this, because I will be dropping some more heat soon. And until next time, see y'all.